I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, but also content creator, and today I will show you how to create a streaming schedule and why to have a streaming schedule in addition to grow on Twitch and to increase your viewership and stuff like that. So grab yourself a coffee and let's do it together. So this is the first time that I record like that. I think it's very cool. I found this website called V.io and let's try it. So we are creating the weekly schedule together. I do have a preset, but this one we'll create from scratch. So first of all, the thing what I love to do, and I don't know if some of you know this, I love to create stuff on my blurred background. So what we will do is we select one background which I like. I uploaded a bunch of pictures which fit to the aesthetic of my Instagram. Let's pick this one for example, and what you can do in Canva, and I like to use this in my designs because this blurred background is just a vibe. I love it. And what you will do is you click on here and then on edit image, and then you'll get a bunch of different features which Canva offers, and one of them for example is blurred version. This one is not included into the pro version, so I believe that you can use it in your free version as well, so you don't even need to pay for using Canva and this blur tool right here. So I will just increase intensity. I like it like that, and let's keep it like this. Actually, I would like to increase it a little bit more and change the... So you can always go back here. You can see because the camera's in the way. Fortunately, I can move the camera, but I think this should work anyways. So what we'll do is I will increase the amount of blur a little bit more because I like it more, and then we can also adjust color of how it should look like. I'm going to have it a little more bright. So let's do it like that and make sure that everyone can see properly what's the schedule about. I love to add those shapes, which you'll find here in Canva. You can also search for the elements, but I'm a fan of more round shapes, so I will pick this one, add it to my canvas, and let's say I will stream. I usually stream 4 days a week. I increased it by 1 day. It was 3 days before, but I usually stream every Tuesday, Wednesday in the morning, Friday and Sunday. So which means 4 days a week. So we need at least 4 of those bars. And this is the canvas of an Instagram story because I would like to share this on my Instagram story. So let's leave it like this and just copy paste it with C and a Control-C and Control-V 4 times. You can also just select it and then copy paste it, and then you'll get 2 or how many you selected right away, which is kind of cool. The next thing I want to do is I would like to spread it a little more since we have 4, and I would like to fill it up completely. So let's increase this a little bit. So as you can see, it doesn't look really... It looks very similar to the background. So what you can do is either change the color of those bars right here, or we change the background, which is super simple. If I go back to uploads, I could always pick another one. Let's pick this one. This one is blurred already, but what you can do is just drag and drop it in there. The good thing is it also gets the settings, save the settings from your previous design. So this looks pretty neat. I like it. Let's change the color of my bars as well to not this gray one, but more... So we can go into color palette, like your saved color palette in another video if you would like to see more of this, but those are my brand colors. I selected them because I would like to have a cohesive color scheme all over my socials, and those are the colors I picked for this project. But like I said, this will go into a little bit more in depth if you would continue with this. So let's just change this right here. I think this separates from the background very well. So let's change it to this color. And another thing I love to do is you can change the opacity. You can do literally everything in Canva, but I want to decrease it to, what is this, 71? Let me see how it looks like if we do it a little bit more. This looks great for me. What does 67 for example? So what I will do, I'll just copy paste it into the other ones as well. It's just faster than using the slider again. All right, this works. Oh shit, what happened here? Oh, I didn't press enter. Alright, so this looks fine for me. I want to name it streaming schedule. Like I said, this is part of my brand collection. The font I've picked, which is Roboto, but you can always choose different ones. And it gives you also a nice pairings. I think they adjusted because I didn't see this one. Yo, this one looks so good. What kind of... Yeah, I was using the other one as well. Oh, this looks so nice. So what you can do, if you get one of those group stuff, you can always right click it and ungroup it, and then you can edit one by one and not all of them. Let me name the streams. Actually, this doesn't fit very well to what I usually have, but the other font, I like it. Seago, I've never heard about this one. Let me add streaming schedule to it because this is what it's all about. This actually, I don't like it. I don't like it. The font is very nice. I probably use it for other projects, but this one doesn't fit very well. All right, I want to have it as easy to read as possible, because I can't assume that people will take time to look at it and to exactly look what kind of games I play. So I want to have it as easy to read as possible and easy to understand as well. So it will be the streaming schedule for the week. I will name it weekly streaming schedule, because I upload it weekly since I play demos every Sunday, right? And I want to let people know what kind of demos I play. That's why I change it every time with the pictures. But this is more like some sort of fine-tuning what I'm doing right now. And the most important things are, I want to add the weekly, that's my weekly streaming schedule. I want to add the name. Let me just adjust this real quick. I think I'll keep it like this. Weekly streaming schedule. Then we definitely want to include my name so that people can find me on Twitch. And since there are multiple streaming platforms, including YouTube, Kick, I believe there are way more, but let's stick with Twitch, which is numero0. If you ever would like to catch my stream, I would love to chat with you at Twitch numero0, so I'll put it over here to make it very visible. I want to tell you at this point that you can do a bunch in Canva when it comes to customization. For example, the font, this one is bold, but you can also use the effects right here. And Canva gives you a lot of options for this. For example, I love to have a light font and to separate it from the background a little more. I'll show you how it looks like. I use the lift effect, so you can see it a little bit more, a little bit better compared to, and it doesn't look too thick, when you use the bold thingy, because it looks a bit too chunky for me. But this is more personal preference, so this is what I would do. We have the weekly streaming schedule, then my name. Just looks so good so far. The first thing I do is basically creating some sort of framework, and then I will continue with this and adding more details after. So this is my name, weekly streaming schedule. Then another thing which is very important is your time. My time is, for example, CEST, I guess. CEST. And I don't want to have it too big. People will see it. It's like not the first thing people look at, I guess. For me at least. Actually, I think I'll put it down here. I like it like this. Alright, so let's go to the days. I want to make visible, like I said, it should be as easy to understand as possible. So my streaming day is Tuesday, right? Let's go back to the effects. There's another effect I like is the background, for example, because you can change the roundness and everything. I'm so sorry that you can't see it. If you use Canva for yourself, you can see it. But I just placed the camera in a not good place over there. Anyways, so I will increase the roundness a little bit and change the color from this ugly yellow to something more fitting to mine, like this. And this looks pretty neat. I like it. Let me just change this to Tuesday. At this point, you can also just copy paste it and make sure it's centered. All right. So what did I say? Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So let's put it there. And one thing I don't like, it's a personal preference. You can customize it however you like. I just find it's very important that it's as easy to read as possible, as like that you get a lot of information by just looking at it for, I don't know, 3 seconds or something. But when it comes to fine-tuning, I kind of want to make sure that there are not too many changes in it. Alright, so this works for me. And then another great thing I love about Canva is you can do a bunch with your pictures. So this one, for example, is me. And what you can do here is you go to edit image. And this, unfortunately, is a pro feature, but I love to use it. I'm an absolutely Canva Pro supporter because I use it every day, and for literally everything, Canva is a great tool. You can remove the background, which I find very important when it comes to creating thumbnails for your YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel or other stuff, it's super convenient. I will upload a bunch more tutorials in the future because I think you can just do a lot with it. So what we'll do here is, since I love to wear those buttons, but the background was a little bit bad, I had a plant in the back, so it couldn't cut it out properly. So what I will do it just manually. I have my brush size, which you can increase or decrease. You can also see the original image, which is very useful. Then I want to erase this little thingy here, so it just looks like that. I don't have horns or something. So like this. You don't need to be super accurate with this because we will add some shadows to this. I love to have some sort of outline. You might have seen this in YouTube videos or something, and I will make it white just to separate myself obviously from the background, like this, so people know how I look like. Since I'm a VTuber, which means I am a facecam streamer on Twitch, but also I recently got a VTuber model in case I don't feel And just when I have like warm days where I don't feel like I would like to do my makeup or whatever. So for those days, I have my VTuber model, which is this one. I just created a screenshot and we basically do the same thing. This cuts it out way more crisp because the background was white. And yeah, let me just adjust the size a little bit. It's so pretty. It's like so cute. I love this VTuber model. Just to inform, like just to let everyone know that you can see me with the face cam, but also with my VTuber model during this week. I want that people see the information as fast as possible because we have super short attention spans and they don't understand what's happening if they see the picture first, right? So I want them to see the text first. So this is a little bit too, just like those two pictures, they draw a little bit too attention in my opinion. So what we will do is I will just click on it. And then on the left side here, you can also check the layers, which is kind of cool. But I'll always go to the arrange and then I'll put it more backwards. So it's behind my panel. Let me see how this looks like. I think this one, I keep this one there. But since the model, let me actually, I think, oh, this looks good. I like it like this. This fits good for me. All right. Let's continue with the games I will play. Every Tuesday I'm playing a Souls game which is called Elden Ring. I call it Elden Pain since it's a very challenging game. If you know this game, you might know why I call it like this. But I want to change. This is like fine-tuning, right? I just want to show you how it looks like Elden Pain. Then Wednesday we'll play another game. What do we play on Wednesday? I don't know. Let's just finish this tutorial for you. So we can continue with the other games. Then Demo Sunday. I play demos every Sunday. I love to play demos because this is a great way for me to start new games but also kind of finish them, if this makes sense. Right. So what I love to do as well is you can go to elements and what you will type in here is frame. And Canva gives you a bunch of different frames which you can use to insert pictures, for example. So I will click on this one. Like I said, I love round shapes and this is something I love to do because when I look for streaming schedules myself, I always look for pictures and I'll just go to Google right now and look for an Elden Ring screenshot and ring download. Because I think if people see something they recognize right away, it's easier for them to understand. So what I will do now, I will just put my Elden Ring picture, which I downloaded right now, into my canvas and then I drag and drop it into my frame. If you would like to adjust it, you can double click it and then adjust it however you would like to. If you would like to rotate it or whatever, you can also expand it, which is an AI feature, but we don't need this here. So just drag and drop the logo or the picture of the game in it, so it's easier for people to understand what it's about in case they don't know it. For example, the original name of this game is called Elden Ring. And if I write Elden Pain and someone doesn't know what I mean, they could think that there's a new game which is called Elden Pain, but this is very obvious now for those people who know the game. And we can do this with the rest of the others as well. I usually upload all my games which I usually play in here. So I can just go through my folder and drag and drop it in there. For example, you can always choose different frames in case you don't like this one or whatever. I don't have my demos selected yet, so I will just leave this open. But if I would have demos, I would just use this random picture, for example, which is a great game. If you would like to play Planet Heist, highly recommend it. It's a cool game. I would just put it down there. But that's it, actually. And if you go to elements, and then you have... I love to add sparkles to my design to make everything a little bit more interesting to look. But this is the framework I'm using most of the time. If you're interested in getting this as a template, you will find this on my Ko-Fi page. But so those you get a bunch of different graphics. This one is a pro feature, but you can click on this filter and then select free, and then you get all of the free stuff. This one, for example, it looks like the same actually, and then you can just recreate it by just copy pasting it again, copy pasting this one, and then group those things by clicking on each element and holding shift, and then you can group it so you can use all of them. It's basically the same, I would say, and you can change the color, and this is all up to you however you would like to decorate your streaming schedule. If you're interested in this framework and this template, I will link it to my Ko-Fi. You can get it there for free. And if you're a streamer, check out my Etsy page because I do have an Etsy shop where I sell panels and overlays for a pretty reasonable price. Please stream and have fun with this, and have fun creating your streaming schedule. I hope this helped. Does this work? Am I in frame? Does this work? I think it does. This is also the first time So I can't move my neck properly because it's actually very stiff for some reason. The reason is that I played Coral Island in bed. It's a weird posture. Anyways, I also hope that you can hear me properly. Let's do this! Wait, hold on. I do have a coffee. And I think I'm not really... Let me just fix this real quick. Oh, I know why. It is because it's not centered. Like this. Alright, this works. I wonder if you can hear me properly. I need to adjust some things so that it works. But here we go. Welcome to this video. My name is Nu. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, but also content creator. And today we are talking about... Actually, what is this video about? Am I recording? This happened in the past very often that I started speaking and then it didn't work. Let me take a sip real quick. Cheers. So good. Coffee's life, right? Anyways,